All right, this is the beginning. We did all three other rooms, the hallway. Now this is the living room. This will be dining room and living room. She do have wood floors here, but they're older model. They're coming up. They weren't installed properly, but we're about to change it up and change it to that. From this to that. A lot of these are starting to buckle and coming up in certain areas. All right, family, as you see, we got the old floor up, got the padding underneath, but the old floor didn't have a padding. And we're gonna be pulling that up. Now we over here. As you can see, as you said, the way we do, you see all this behind the wall? We always do that. Most contractors is not gonna do this, but we do. We do a thorough installation / extermination, if you think about it. Look at all that. And that's behind your wall. So we get that all the way around. Then after we sweep it, then we vacuum it before we put the actual floors down. Proper way to do stuff. All right, so this is a perfect example when I say other contractors, they drop glue, they drop spackle, all kind of stuff, and this will mess up your floors in the end. Look how much this is. This is ridiculous. It's a big glob that just left behind. A big glob, man. You see that? Look at all that. What do you think gonna happen with your floors down the line? You keep wondering why your floor got a big bubble right in the floor, because the previous contract just went right over it. It looks good when they finish doing the job, but over time you wonder why your floor got bubbles and it's popping up doing the sloppy job. All right, folks, so this is a little part here, as I always say, one of my favorite movies by Clint Eastwood. Adapt, improvise, overcome. Now, every now and then you get a piece that's up against a wall and you gotta make little fine cuts in here, and this thing will occasionally still move and back. Now, of course, you could use the pieces that they gave you that comes with the kit, but just think about you trying to do that and this thing will still move. Even if you line it up, it'll move once you move this back out. So do things that work for you. What I do, pennies come in handy. That's what I do. I back that in back of there, and I build a wall, and these pennies will forever be here. And one thing for sure, this will not move. Here's my piece here. So that gives me a little, okay, it's looking kind of tight. Like I said, everybody got different ways of doing things. This is something I've done plenty of times. See, now that just built me a wall right there. Now, this is not going nowhere. If I go put this up here, boom, 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 boom. See, still smooth. It's not going nowhere because I built the wall with the pennies. What it cost me? 5 pennies to build a wall. It's not gonna hurt. This is just doing something else that might work for you. Maybe these will work for you to some degree, but if you use these, once you pull them out, that thing can move again. In this case, it's not gonna move. Them pennies gonna be stuck there. I might even put some liquid nails in back of here. And then when I put the molding back, boom, you won't even see that. All right, now, just to show you, if you come over here, see how now this is not moving. But look, when we come down here, look at this. See what happened? This thing is getting movement. See, you don't want that. That's why, once again, I said, use what's good for you. Me, I ain't gonna miss these pennies. I use pennies and I build up a wall. Like I said, you do what's good for you. I use pennies. See now, boom, we got no more movement. Just like down there. See? No more movement. When I put the molding back, you won't even see these pennies. And make sure that they won't move, I put a little liquid nails on both sides. They won't move. But there's my wall. This will no longer move. All right, folks? Just remember, just because you do one end, if you got a wall like this here, sometimes you get funny cuts. Just because you do one end, remember the other end gonna move now. This won't move, Put the other end. So make sure you do it both if you got a wall like that. But if you just got one area, build yourself up a wall and your laminate floors will not move in that space. All right, what's up, folks? So what we're gonna do right here, we wanna make her flooring, her laminate flooring, meet her ceramic flooring. We wanna have a nice transition, smooth, even. So make a fine cut up under here. So not only it go there, but then as you can see, that little bit of space there is what's gonna make it go up against there, making it reach there. So here we go. Oh, and before we do that, because we don't have a transition strip here, we're gonna use liquid nails. So what I do, put this down. That's actually extreme. And then obviously the part here, because if you just put this down, all you're really gluing is the cushion part. So you want to take that part off, that little part off. That way now it's actually gluing to the floor. So now we get that in there. Put this there. Okay, thank you. Get that up against it nice and smooth. Wow. Now we're gonna get because you know I put a lot of glue there. You want that nice smooth transition. I put more than I need. That's why you can see it's oozing out. But that's fine. There we go. It's fine that it's oozing out because the next one, that's what we're gonna be using for. So we're gonna be using that for the next one. And there you go. Smooth transition. All right, folks. So, as always,
looking nice, babe. Looking nice.
Getting moving ahead.
Wow.
Just to bring a little something to your attention, you bring over here, I'll show you what held our job up. See, we did all of that, all the rooms, but you know, this part had to wait because she had furniture and all stuff over here. So we came back and do that later. But when we came back and did that later, all of this was done. One of the tiles right about here it was chipped. It was like a big piece that was chipped. And then it was all the way up in there.
Well, that was caused by what? The furniture, right?
By them moving the furniture, yes. By them moving the furniture. Now I had to pull one all the way out, which was hell. Then I had to bang it all the way in like a puzzle. There's more work, but we got it done.
Yeah, babe, but telling you, Stoney, you look very professional. Very nice.
Well, we always do professional.
Yeah.
As I tell everybody, definitely get you one of these. I tell you, it's good to have good knee pads, of course. You want your knee pads, I always say that. And these are good quality ones. These ain't your everyday cheap. These cost like $50, $60. But
it's worth
even
it.
with knee pads, this roller, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. With this roller, it makes stuff so much sweeter and easier. But let's get going. Make sure that's in there. Nice and smooth. Then we're right back over here to this piece.
Every time you put something in a corner, babe, right? You gotta put some type of weight.
Yeah, I want to put
So
the
it
weight
actually,
down on it.
yeah, so
Definitely.
it can stay down.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, so we done that whole half of the room. Obviously, we got the hallway done down there. So now we're gonna do this part of the room over here. But as I said, we always do a thorough cleaning. As I said, any house, once you move these boulders, you see so much dirt, debris, bugs, and all that type of stuff. So we do a proper cleaning. I know I say it all the time. I like bragging about my work. When you're doing a good job, it's something to brag about. So here we go. got this area done. Now we got half of this room done. So, actually, let's put a little music in here. Like I said, I always say it's good to have good knee pads, but it's even better. You got this roller, I'm telling you folks. You're doing floors, I'm telling you, you want to have this roller. You're going to thank me. If you're doing floors, you're going to be like, yo, I gotta try that. I guarantee you're going to be like, oh man, he ain't lying. Having that roller, this junk is sweet. You're going to love it. Like I say, you got this roller. See what I'm saying? I just gotta go get my parts. We ain't gotta go up and down. Slide back over here. But when you ain't got that roller, you up, you on your knees, you up, you down, you up, you down. You got this roller? Sweet. Yeah, it's sweet when you got that roller. It's a game changer, let's put it that way. It's a game changer, you have that roller. That part's called knocking it down. Remember I told you before, it bubbles up, but you knock it down. I'll show you another one. Once you go in, once you slide that in there, over here, let me see how it's beveled up. This is the part that's called knocking it down. So I'll push that over there. Now you see the big gap there? You see how it's beveled up? Once I close that gap, that knocks it down. Just see. That goes down. Knocks it. It goes from this, when you knock it in, it goes down. There you go. Alright folks, as you see, we're almost finished. But this part here, I'm going to show you, when you've been doing it for a while, doing floors for a while, you can actually lock them in place without the hammer or the tapping thing at all. But you need some gloves, you need some elbow grease. So you just simply, see, line it up nice and smooth like that. Come all the way down, and you'll see. And get that edge in there. And with your gloves, watch this. Boom. See? Nice and smooth.
Impressive.
That's from doing it for a while. When you do it for a while, you know how to just get it in there like that. All right. Doing good.
Come on, move it, soldier, move it. You're moving like a snail.
You're not paying me enough, so
We ain't got all day, man. Move it. Is that the best you can do? I would have did that in 5 seconds. Stop diddly-quacking and moving along, soldier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You call that work? We do
I'm
more.
exhausted.
We do more at 5 o'clock in the morning than most people do in the whole day.
All right, folks. So this is the finished product. That is the living room. All the way around the baseboards. As I said, we cleaned behind that. We always do a thorough cleaning behind the walls of the baseboards. And then we put the flooring under, then put the baseboard backs. I've seen contractors put the flooring right up against the molding and then just put a crown molding. That's being lazy. That's the quick and cheap way. If you don't mind, babe, open the doors. And as you can see, we did the hallway. And as I love to brag about what she loves, she didn't want no transition strips. So that goes into that bedroom, goes back there, into other bedrooms, no transition strips. And if you go into the closet there, as always, no transition strip. And we do it all the way around. Make sure we do a perfect job all the way around. And that's it. Total job. Now we're gonna put the furniture back for her. We don't normally do that, but we're gonna help out.